Hi Aries, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Guys, this week, I'm sorry I don't have the opening credits and the cards that I'm using. I'm recording from a different location, so that's why you're just kind of seeing me on the reading and you're seeing, I'll show you the cards obviously, but we don't have kind of all the editing and everything. If I edit on my iPad Pro, what happens is it junks up my iPad, so I have to save these large files, so I have to just record and then kind of just upload straight away. So we're going to have a look at your weekly check-in, 16th to the 22nd of September, then we look at your work and we look at your love. So Universe Spirit, show me who Aries is this week. Who is Aries this week? Show me who Aries is this week. Okay. And what is the theme of the week for Aries? What is the theme of the week for Aries? Okay. There we go. First card's down. And can you show me, please, Universe, for Aries, what is the goal for Aries this week? What is Aries' goal this week? What is their goal this week? Okay. And what is the obstacle that Aries needs to overcome this week? What is the obstacle that Aries needs to overcome this week? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And can you show me, please, Universe, for Aries, what could they be achieving this week? There we go. And can you please show me, Universe, for Aries, what is it that Aries needs to avoid this week? What does Aries need to avoid this week? Okay. And what does Aries need to embrace this week? What does Aries need to embrace this week? Okay. And if they need support, if Aries needs support, where can they go this week for support? Okay, there we go. All right, so we've got all our cards down, Aries, and we'll get the spiritual advice afterwards as well. So Aries, this week you are showing as being nice, the Ten of Cups. Happy and content and fulfilled is the Ten of Cups. Possibly within the family as well, or within your community with the Ten of Cups energy. But the Ten of Cups is all about happiness and joy and fulfillment and feeling good, especially with the people around you, your family, your friends, your loved ones, the community that you work within the Ten of Cups energy showing here. And what is the theme of the week? The theme is all about strength. So the theme this week is all about overcoming obstacles. But usually when you get the Strength card, it's all about overcoming internal obstacles, internal fears with the Strength energy showing up here. So I feel that there is real strength within the people that are around you as well. You're feeling really strong, really powerful in the people that are around you, within the communities that you work in, within your family and your friendships and the work that you do with the Ten of Cups energy. So the theme of the week is all about having strength. It's all about feeling internal strength, internal power with the Strength energy showing here. And what is your goal for the week, Aries? Your goal is the Four of Coins. So your goal with the Four of Coins is to hold on to something that you have with the Four of Coins energy. I mean, the Four of Coins can certainly mean to gain as well, especially money or property or some form of materialistic, something that's material, something of value. But it is really, the Four of Coins is a card about protection as well. So the Four of Coins could be to hold on to the things that you have. It might be about personal value, the things that protecting yourself from external influences with the Four of Coins, because Four of Coins can act as protection as well, like a body of armor. But your goal will be to hold on to something of personal value this week with the Four of Coins energy. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome this week? The Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands can be a child for some of you guys with the Page of Wands, but the Page of Wands can also be new exploration. It can be a new creative venture, for example, showing here. And it's interesting that you need to overcome the obstacle of the Page of Wands, because I just get the impression here that this Page of Wands is a person, but this person is a little bit of a maverick. This person, the reading feels very kind of inclusive at the moment, Aries. It feels like there, you guys being the Ten of Cups, there's great happiness and fulfillment and contentment within your immediate environment, within the circle of people that are around you. You can see around these people, there's literally a circle. Okay, so it's almost like a circle of protection, and you guys are feeling very protected and very kind of, safe and secure within the environment that you're in. And your goal for the week is to hold on to this because it's of personal value to you. But I get the impression that this week there is someone around you who, and the Page of Wands would be that type of person. They'd be the type of person that would be, they wouldn't necessarily want to stay within that 10 of Cups energy. They'd want to go out, they'd want to explore different things, they'd want to do different things. They don't necessarily want to stay within this circle of happiness because they feel that there's something else out there that they can look at, that they can experience. So maybe, and it doesn't even have to be a person, Aries, it can certainly be you. You know, the obstacle that you need to overcome might be, well, you know, I'm happy within the environment that I'm in with this 10 of Cups. I'm feeling fulfilled and contented and satisfied. But my only obstacle is there anything else out there with the Page of Wands? Is there anything else that I need to explore? Is there any other adventure that I can actually kind of, you know, go on? Is there any other journey that I can actually start the processing, kind of finding out about with the Page of Wands? So the Page of Wands indeed can be your own kind of little rogue element where you say, yeah, I feel happy with what I've got. My goal is to maintain and hold on to what is valuable. But the obstacle that I need to overcome is that there's a little part of me that wants to kind of go out there and explore other territories with the Page of Wands energy. What could you be achieving by the end of the week? Well, the 10 of Wands, perseverance. Perseverance. And I think with that 10 of Wands energy, again, it very much kind of reminds me of this 4 of Coins that we're looking at, where your goal for the week is to hold on to what is valuable to you. And you could be achieving that by persevering with that, with the 10 of Wands energy. I do think the Page of Wands is that small side of yourself, Aries, that wants to go out and look for something else, that wants to go out and explore another adventure. But it feels like everything else around that Page of Wands says, no, I must stay within this circle. I must stay within this comfort zone. It feels very much like you're trying to stay within a comfort zone. You're happy. I mean, for example, it could be a job. It could be, you know, if it's a job, some of you guys are kind of like, well, I'm really happy doing the job that I'm doing, and my goal is to hold on to what I consider to be of value with the 4 of Coins. But, you know, the obstacle for me is that that little part of me says, well, what if there's something else out there? What if there's something else that I can experience? You know, the part of me that's kind of the rogue part of me that wants to go out and experience something else. Because the Page of Wands means to be curious. So even though what I'm seeing in the reading, Aries, it feels like you want to maintain the status quo within your life, there's a part of you that wants to go out and kind of, you know, explore something else. And by the end of the week, what you might be achieving is the 10 of Wands, where you're able to kind of just persevere on this particular road that you're on at the moment. I think that you want to stay with something that you're doing at the moment, but there is a part of you that says, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing if there's anything else out there. What do you need to avoid this week, Aries? The King of Wands is this. So the King of Wands could be a person. Definitely, he's very charismatic, he's very action orientated, and in fact, one of the words that we can attribute with the King of Wands energy, which is you as well, the King of Wands, is action. So the King of Wands, again, is one of these. When we get the wand characters, they want to move, because wands move. They're fire energy. They're always wanting to move. There's very much an action and an ambitious trait that comes along with the wand characters. So the avoidance with the King of Wands, I mean, it could definitely be a person showing up here. Could definitely be a person, but also it could be it could be you. It could be a part of you as well. But the action card is the King of Wands. This is very, you know, the kings are the epitome of their suit. So with the King of Wands, we're taking direct action. Maybe you need to avoid taking some direct action here with the King of Wands energy, or it could indeed be an individual. What do you need to embrace? Well, that's interesting. The 9 of Swords. I think that, you know what I think that's happening, and when you do the tarot, you try and look at the different layers of the cards. So the 9 of Swords is about worry, and it is about fears, but I feel that if you have that little part of yourself that is saying, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe this wouldn't be a good idea for whatever reason, maybe this is something that you need to kind of pay great attention to, because it feels like in the reading that right now it's an important time to stay close to what you have at the moment. And it's not, from what I'm getting in the reading, it's not a time to go out there and explore something else. I don't think it's the right time for you to do that. And I think with you having to, because usually you would think it should be the other way around, wouldn't you? That you should be embracing your King of Wands side, the need to go out there and take direct action in a particular direction if you want movement, if you want change, and avoid the 9 of Swords worrying about it, you know, or actually never move when you never progress. But it's the other way around, where it's saying kind of, avoid taking any direct action with the King of Wands energy, because the trouble with the King of Wands is he sees something. That's the problem with the wand people. I love the wands, but at the end of the day, they're the type of people who, when they get this hunch and when they get this kind of flicker of fire running through their veins. They're kind of like, yeah, I've got to go and do that. Let me go and do that because it feels good. So they run off adrenaline quite a bit, the wand people do. They're very adrenaline orientated, and they don't often think about the hows or the whys, or then sometimes they don't even think about, well, what will be the repercussions of this particular action. And I think that this is what I'm getting here, because a little part of yourself is saying, well, you know, if I do this, then maybe, just maybe, this might happen, or maybe it won't be, because this is all about your fears. You need to kind of embrace the part of yourself that says, actually, this is probably not such a good idea, because the obstacle that you need to overcome, Aries, is that you want to go out and you want to explore some new territory. There's a, you know, the majority of yourself, Aries, is saying, no, stay within what I know, stay within the familiar, because everything feels familiar within this you know, within this reading. And, you know, the theme of the week is about strength. So the strength card can also mean to hold back, because you've got the lion here. The lion is the ego. The lion is the fire. The lion is the desire. And this is all about holding back on our desires. And the theme of the week might just be, with the strength card, holding back on those desires, because you guys are showing us the 10 of Cups. You're showing us being happy and fulfilled within a familiar environment, within a familiar setting, within a community, within a circle that you're in. You're very protected. You're very kind of familiar with it, and you're comfortable with it. So the 10 of Cups is showing you guys as being really comfortable this week. Comfortable within whatever this circle of, you know, security is for you, whether it's within the family that you're in, or the work that you do with the 10 of Cups energy, or within your relationships or your friendships. And the theme of the week is all about holding back on those desires, because your goal is to maintain the status quo with the 4 of Coins, and to hold on to the things that you value the most with the 4 of Coins energy. But you need to avoid the part of yourself with the Page of Wands energy that wants to go out there and wants to just take a little bit of a look around that corner just to see if there's anything else out there. And what you could be achieving by the end of the week is this 10 of Wands, where you say, yeah, I'm going to persevere on this particular track that I'm on right now. I.e., I'm going to stay within the familiar right now, and I'm going to persevere. And it's funny, because the 10 of Wands, you're having to really push that 10. You know, those 10 wands, it's a really hard work with the 10 of Wands energy. That's, you know, it's really hard work. So you're persevering with this 10 of Wands energy, and you're achieving that. You're just carrying on your track right now, and you're saying, actually, I'm going to stay within the familiar. And that's what you're achieving, perseverance, being able to persevere on that lane that you're on at the moment. But you need to avoid just kind of looking at whatever it is that you are seeing within the Page of Wands, that kind of explorative nature of yours. You need to overcome the obstacle that you do have that explorative nature, Aries, where you want to go out and you want to kind of explore what else is down the track, what else is around the corner, what are the other new experiences that I can have. And therefore you need to avoid just taking direct action, because it feels good to do that here, because you need to kind of embrace that if you have any shortcomings or any kind of, you know, if there's anything in your mind that is saying with this 9 of Swords, maybe I shouldn't do that, because if I do that, then maybe this is going to kind of upset this part of what I'm doing right now, or maybe this is going to throw certain things out of balance. I think that you need to kind of adhere to those thoughts with the 9 of Swords energy showing there. If you need support and advice, Aries, you can go to the Ace of Coins, Ace of Sacred Circles. So the Ace of Coins is interesting, because the Ace of Coins is the planting of the seed. I think that really, it's not a person that you would go to with this Ace of Coins. I think if you need support, you need to look at what you've been planting already, because the Ace of Coins is planting the seed and planting a new foundation and watching it grow. So from small acorns grow big oaks. And I think that if you need advice, it's about taking your own advice, and it's literally looking at the thing that you've been building already. And the thing that you've been building is within the 10 of Cups. It's within the 4 of Coins. This is the thing that you want to hold dear. This is the thing that you want to hold on to. This is the thing with the 4 of Coins energy that you want to safeguard, because you feel so happy and contented and fulfilled by that. This is what you've been planting. And if you need to kind of get any advice on what you should do about the matter, well, look at what is it that you've been planting already. Well, it's in your 4 of Coins and it's in your 10 of Cups. So why look elsewhere? I feel that there's a part of you, Aries, that kind of says, you know, and we all have it, don't we? We're doing well in a certain area of our life. There's a lot of growth, you know, there's a lot of potential going forward with whatever it is that we've been planting. And then suddenly a part of us says, oh, well, maybe I should change tact. Maybe I could do this, this and this. It's almost like you know, setting up a new business and the business is doing well. So then you say, oh, this is, you know, you've got a method going on and it's doing really, really well. But then suddenly you say, oh, you know, this is doing really well. Oh, well, what if I do this? What if I do that? I could introduce this, introduce that. When you're really just at the starting phase of a situation and you really need that to give that time to grow and give that time to nurture. And then suddenly you want to throw a curveball in there. So it's really about this week, I think, Aries, avoiding those curveballs, because what I'm getting from this reading is that you want to throw a curveball. You know, you've got something going that's really, really good. And you just, for some of you guys, it's not long since you built it. And it needs time to grow. It needs time to flourish. And then once it's got to a certain stage where you see that there's a real kind of leveling out there where things are going really, really well, then you can throw that curveball because you've already established that foundation. But right now, I actually feel when I look at this reading that you're doing really well within an area of your life, Aries. So why kind of upset the apple cart? Why suddenly throw the curveball that could either kind of take all of those dominoes down? Because the dominoes that you've been building at the moment, you need to build some more in the same way, in the same vein. Why are we kind of disrupting things? And I think that the ethos of this reading this week, Aries, is don't upset, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the thing. And I think that's the warning from the cards. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right now, whatever it is that you've been building within your life, which is what the Ace of Coins is, you know, you need to look what you've been building. What have you been building? Because this is what you've been building. You've been building it within the Ten of Cups. That's what you're feeling satisfied about. The plants that you've been, kind of, the seeds that you've been planting, that's what you're feeling happy about because you can see growth in that particular way. So why are you looking to venture out of that with the Page of Wands energy? And you need to avoid, with the King of Wands, getting too overly confident as well with that King of Wands about this Page of Wands energy. So I've started building something brilliant and it's working really well at the moment. But then suddenly a part of me says, oh, but I could do this with it. You know, and you're not really at that stage really in the reading from what I can gather, Aries, where you should be throwing curveballs right now. It's not the time because there's more to be built within this Ace of Coins. You've got to see how the Ace of Coins grows. You've got to see how this grows. You've got to see what can come off this. So you've got to give this thing time. Whatever it is that you've been building that's working well for you right now, it's not the time to go throwing a curveball into the mix and then kind of disrupting the foundations that you've been laying. You've got to give those foundations time to grow. And once you see that you have a really solid foundation, then you can kind of mix things up. But right now is not the time to mix things up. See how things go with what you've been building already. And once you see that there is strength in what you've been building, then you can kind of change the game up a little bit then, okay? Because that's why the week is about holding back on those desires. You have a real desire here with the Lion. But the lady part, which is strength, is saying to you, actually, even though you've got a real desire to change the game up, it's not the time to do it because you've got to see how what you've been implementing is going to flourish going forward. Very interesting reading showing there. What's the advice you have for Aries, angels, please, on this reading? What's the advice you have for Aries, please show me? So the advice from the angels is it's unlikely. Okay, let's have a look at what's unlikely. It's unlikely, but it's up to you. You are ready. Okay, so it's saying it's unlikely, but it's up to you. You are ready. But I'm going to ask what's unlikely. What's unlikely, universe? What are you saying is unlikely for Aries? It's unlikely that within the next few weeks, let's have a look, that there'll be a peaceful resolution. So it's unlikely that within the next few weeks there'll be a peaceful resolution. But it's up to you if you are ready. Okay, so that's your advice. It's a great reading. And sometimes the tarot, this is why I say with the tarot that it's just about, you know, not everything is cut and dried with these cards. Sometimes the universe will come back and will say, well, look, you've just started building something. It's going really well, but you've got a way to go. Okay, don't get too overly confident with this King of Wands. You need to avoid getting too overly confident because that's the King of Wands energy. But the area that you're getting overly confident is something that you've not really experienced. It's a new area. This could be a new creative venture, for example. You need to avoid getting too overly confident in a new creative venture because what you've been building here with the Ace of Coins needs time to flourish. And that's why you're so happy, Aries. That's why you're so contented and fulfilled because what you've been building with that Ace of Coins, it's building up quite nicely but you're not at the stage yet where you can just suddenly jump ship and change the game completely. Because if you do that, it might be that what you've been building, you're going to completely decimate that. So give it time to grow. Give it time to grow so that you can see that it's really, really solid. And then at that point, you can go in and change the game up completely. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at now your work reading. I know it's so much better, isn't it, when I'm kind of being able to kind of quick shuffle, you know, speed up the cards. But unfortunately this week that's kind of not the case as yet. So we're going to have a look at, let's put these here, what the work is for you guys. So universe spirit, show me, what do you see coming in for work for Aries in 10 cards? What do you see coming in for work for Aries in 10 cards? Show me. So work, okay, 5 of Wands can be a clash. It can be competitive energy with the 5 of Wands energy in terms of work. Okay, Page of Cups though. So are you in competition with a Page of Cups with a younger, more fresher energy? Page of Cups energy is younger and more fresher energy. Are some of you guys worried about doing or taking on a new creative venture with the Page of Wands energy showing here? We've also got a Page of Swords as well showing up here. You know, I get, you know, 2 pages in a reading can mean kind of clashes in communication. So they can mean mixed messages. I think that you've got a clash though with a couple of people though. This reminds me of a couple of people. They're younger as well. I feel that you've got to have some competition in work. It looks like you've got a competition with a couple of younger energies. They don't necessarily have to be younger people, but certainly the Page of Cups comes with fresh new ideas, creative ideas, and the Page of Swords comes with fresh ideas. You know, just fresh ideas. Both cards represent fresh ideas. This is creative and this is more kind of analytical. Okay, so both people, both younger energies are coming with fresh ideas. And I think that some of you guys have got competition with a couple of people, couple of pages. Could be younger than you, or they just come with fresher ideas, all right, in work this week. Okay, you've got a Queen of, where are we? Okay, is that, yeah. You've got a Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups in the reverse. So Knight of Cups in the reverse means a broken promise often, or no offer is coming through. Okay, 2 of Wands in the reverse. So 2 of Wands in the reverse means having to make a decision with the 2 of Wands, or the gateway isn't opened as yet. There's no offer and there's no gateway open. There's no offer and no new beginning. I read the 2 of Wands energy as being a new direction, or not being ready to take a new direction in work. Because the 2 of Wands in the upright is about a new creative or a new work partnership, but there's no offer and no partnership on the table, I think, here. It might be that some of you guys, what I'm getting from this is that if you've gone for a job interview, I don't want to be negative about it, but I think if you've gone for a job interview, you might have some heavy competition from people who have fresher ideas here. And it might be that you don't get an offer of a partnership. There's no offer and no partnership on the table with that Knight of Cups reversed and the 2 of Wands in the reverse as well. So that's what I'm getting from that. Let's have a look at the other cards. We've got Death in the reverse, so there's no new beginning here with Death in the reverse, or Death in the reverse can be a resurrection. The Sun energy, new beginnings. Okay, so Death in the reverse, no new beginning here. Sun is new beginnings though, which is really interesting showing here. Let's have a look at what shows after that. So I think that you guys are worried about something now becoming very clear, because she's looking towards the Sun. And the 9 of Swords is worrying. So can you see how she looks at the Sun? It's almost like she's got the hand over her eye. She's being blinded by the Sun. Okay, it's almost like being blinded by the Sun. So it's interesting, that is. No new beginning. Some of you guys being blinded by the Sun. You're blinded by clarity. Something becoming very clear, very apparent to you. Queen of Swords, Aries showing up here. So this could be a person as well with the Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords can also be a counsellor or an advisor with the Queen of Swords energy showing here. 7 of Cups is reversed though. Interesting. 7 of Cups is the reducing your options. I feel that the Queen of Swords is all about making a really important decision, or looking clearly at the objective, or objectively looking. It's almost like with the Queen of Swords, you're having to look more clearly at something here. And I think that with the Queen of Swords, I feel that you have to take an objective look at this 7 of Cups in the reverse. Maybe this is something about reducing your options, or it's not even reducing your options, I think, with the 7 of Cups in the reverse, Aries. It feels to me that you have to I don't want to use the word lower your standards, but it almost feels to me that when I look at this reading, you're not as, it feels to me that, okay, so sometimes in life, we have to kind of be honest with ourselves. And I get the impression that for some of you guys, Aries, you're not up to the standard of who these 2 pages are. All right. So you got these 2 pages, and both people bring with them fresh ideas, creative ideas, analytical ideas, whatever it is. But both people bring fresh ideas. And it looks to me you're in competition this week with people who have fresher and more innovative ideas with those 2 pages sitting there. And therefore it might be that there are no options, there's no invitation or no offer coming forward, and no partnership, okay, with the 2 of Wands energy being in the reverse. So I feel that really it's almost like the gateway's being blocked a little bit. There's no offer and the gateway's being blocked. The gateway towards a new beginning, a new job, for example. I'm getting the impression that this is about a new job. Some of you guys are probably going for a new job, but you're in competition with people who have more creative, fresher, creative and innovative ideas. You're in competition with people who have more fresher and innovative ideas, and that's why there's no offer coming forward and no gateway is opening up for you. And I feel that because there is no new beginning here with this death in the reverse, you guys have to look clearly. You're worried about having to see, I think that you're worried because you're seeing clearly that there is no new beginning here for you. And I feel that you have to look objectively, that maybe, just maybe, with the 7 of Cups energy, I think this is about looking at things realistically, because the 7 of Cups in the reverse is looking realistically. 7 of Cups in the upright is kind of the illusion, all right? I think that you're seeing things with this Queen of Swords energy in a more realistic way with the 7 of Cups in the reverse, all right? And I feel that it's interesting. What are you seeing clearly, though? Because it's interesting reading. I think number one, because you've got competition with people who have more clearer and more kind of creative and innovative ideas, and there's no offer coming through because of that, and there's no offer and there's no kind of gateway opening up to this new beginning, and also because you see clearly that there's going to be no changes here. I think that objectively, for some of you guys, you need to look, you're seeing things realistically with the Queen of Swords and the 7 of Cups reverse, but also I feel that you need to look objectively that maybe you need to reduce your options here with the 7 of Cups energy in the reverse. But I think it's seeing things more clearly. And I'm just going to clarify what it is that you need to see more clearly. What is it that Aries needs to see more clearly in 2 cards? Okay, so you've got the 8 of Cups in the reverse. That probably you're going to have to stay where you are, all right, with the 8 of Cups in the reverse, okay? Some of you guys might need to return to study, because the Knight of Coins is, you know, the hard work card. He's the student. He's learning so he can improve his skills. All right, so maybe you need to return to college with the Knight of Coins energy. Maybe you need to stay where you are and build those skills up. We're going to quickly do this reading again, and I'm going to get it down pat for you in work. So I feel that some of you guys, you're probably working at the moment. If you're not working, you're looking for a job. Either way, whether you work or you're looking for a new job, I think that you're looking at advancing yourself. So some of you guys might be going on interviews, that type of thing, Aries. But I feel that you're going to have competition, all right, with people who have fresher ideas, more creative ideas, more innovative ideas, all right. This is, pages are students, yes. But I feel that looking at the reading, these are people who have better ideas, sorry to say, than you do. They've got more, you know, just more innovative and more creative ideas. And I feel that because of that, there isn't going to be an offer on the table with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and there is no gateway to this new job or this new beginning with the 2 of Wands in the reverse. I also feel that you guys are worried because you can see quite clearly that with the Death in the reverse showing here, that there isn't going to be a new beginning here in terms of work, and that you need to look clearly at, with the 7 of Cups, being more realistic, okay? So I feel that you need to look more clearly, or what's going to become more apparent to you with the Queen of Swords energy is that, you know, you have to be realistic, okay? So some of you guys, you're not getting the break because you're probably not at the standard that these 2 pages are at, and you need to look more realistically at the situation. And what the universe is saying is that realistically, Aries, in order to advance within your career, you're either going to have to return to some form of study, for example, because the Knight of Coins is a student as well. He's working his way up. So it's a process for him. But also with the Eight of Cups, it might be that what you have to look realistically at is staying where you are with the Eight of Cups in the reverse and building those skills up that you have. Okay, so again, it's kind of like reminiscent of that first reading in a way, where we're saying that, you know, it's not, you know, now is not the time for this change that you're looking for, because there's more work for you to do. There's just more things for you to learn, and there's more work for you to do. You have to build your skills up a little bit more before you can move to the next phase. Okay, I know that some of it resonates with you, Aries. I know some of you guys want to move to this next phase. You want to kind of, you know, advance yourself within your careers, but I just feel that there are people around you at the moment, or there are people in your vicinity, or there are competitors around you who have a little bit more of an advantage on you in terms of how they can apply their abilities, their skills, their ideas to, you know, a particular job. And those are things that you probably don't have, and those are things that you're really going to need to try and build on and work at. Let's have a quick look at what your love reading is saying for the week, Aries. Just going to get these cards back in like so randomly. Universe Spirit, what do you see for love for Aries in the next 10 days? What do you see for work for Aries in the next 10 days? Okay. So not work, love. We'll do it again. What do you see for love? Show me what you see for love for Aries in the next 10 days. Not 10 days. In the next 7 days. 16th to the 22nd of September. What do you see for love in 10 cards? Okay. So for love, we've got the 7 of Coins. Nice. So this is gaining reward. On Ciro Marchetti's Tarot Grand Luxe, which is this deck. It's beautiful, isn't it? You can see this is about gaining. So hard work and effort brings rewards. So hard work and effort brings rewards with the 7 of Coins energy. But you've got the moon energy. So the moon energy is all about a vision. It's all about something that's quite deep. But this can also be secrecy and things that are hidden. Okay, so you've got the Queen of Coins, though. I actually feel this is quite good. It feels very good. I think that you're gaining rewards for hard work. There's something about your vision. Maybe the vision is to get married, for example, because the moon energy can be vision as well, but this can also be deep emotion with the moon energy. The Queen of Coins shows up here. So the Queen of Coins in a love reading, often this is somebody who is committed and loyal within a relationship showing up here. You've got the Chariot. So the Chariot is all about success and victory. Moving forward with the Chariot energy. And then you've got the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is, you know, contentment and happiness with the 9 of Cups energy. So 9 of Cups would show satisfaction within a relationship. Feeling satisfied to move forward. Okay, I feel that you've got a deep connection with the Queen of Coins. Okay, I think it's coming through. It's moving forward. Okay, I feel that deep connection with the moon with an individual. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody who shares the same values as you, Aries. I feel that they're coming forward with the Chariot energy, and there's great happiness and contentment and fulfillment concerning that. So I feel that you're being rewarded for a lot of hard effort and work that you've put into a relationship with someone. I feel that you have a very deep connection with Queen of Coins energy, and I feel that this deep connection with this person, I think it's kind of manifesting, it's coming through with the Chariot and bringing along with it a lot of contentment, fulfillment and happiness with the 9 of Cups energy showing there. The Ace of Coins, so this is all about starting to build a strong foundation with this individual with the Ace of Coins energy. Possibly marriage commitment. So it could be that there's marriage commitment on the line here, which is really nice. Ace of Coins and the Hierophant could be a marriage. It's a union. It's a strong union, or you're building a strong union with this individual showing here. The Page of Coins shows up here, but things are moving slowly, or there is a need to be a little bit cautious with that Page of Coins energy. And I'm just seeing slow movement. There's cautiousness, being responsible, moving slowly with the Temperance energy showing here. The Judgment energy. So the Judgment energy is all about things that are coming to light. Interesting. Eclectic view of the cards in love. So what I'm getting for love, Aries, is that you're being rewarded for all of the hard work and effort that you've put into a relationship. I feel that there is a very deep spiritual connection you have with another individual. A Queen of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn doesn't have to be, but this will be somebody who holds values very dearly to them, okay? So a very deep connection with this earth sign energy showing here with the Queen of Coins energy is coming through this week with the Chariot energy, one in which you're going to be feeling very happy and very contented and very satisfied with that Nine of Cups energy showing there. I feel that this commitment that you're building with this person, okay, could lead to probably, could lead to marriage with the Hierophant. It could lead to a very strong union with this Hierophant energy showing here. But I feel that there is a need for caution and moving slowly, okay, because Temperance is all about timing. So it's just kind of taking your time and moving slowly. And the Page of Coins can be caution showing here. So I'm not sure who it is that's protecting themselves or who it is that's being really cautious within this reading. But there is a certain cautiousness with that Page of Coins energy and the need to kind of just get that balance right showing up there. Judgment energy can be things coming to light though in a love reading or making a decision with the Judgment energy. I actually feel that someone, I don't know whether it's you or I don't know whether it's them, it might be them just looking at the reading. It feels that one of you though is a little bit cautious and you want to go slowly just to get the balance right. And I'm wondering if maybe a judgment or some form of communication is being held on this week with the Judgment energy showing here. Because I just get the impression with the Judgment energy that things are coming to light or something is coming up. But it's coming up about someone who is moving things along slowly. They're wanting to be careful. Page of Coins is all about being careful. Can you see how he's got the Pentacle and it's guarding? The Pentacle is guarding the Page. So this person's being really careful and they're just wanting to... I get the impression somebody wants to be a little bit cautious and get the balance right here. Possibly before change or making, you know, any radical decisions. I feel the Judgment card is all about making a radical decision. Because that's what Judgment is. It's about making some really important decisions. So we quickly do that love reading again. Your ships are coming in. I think that you are being rewarded for all of your hard work and effort you've put into a relationship. I feel that you've got a deep connection with the Moon energy, with an earth sign or somebody who has earth sign qualities of the Queen of Coins. And I feel that this is coming through this week with the Chariot energy, and it's bringing along with it a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and a lot of contentment with the Nine of Cups energy. I do feel that you and this person are building a really strong commitment here. There could be marriage involved in this in the future with this energy here. But I also feel that one of you is being cautious as well with the Page of Coins energy. Or there is a need for caution though. Because I think that at the end of the day, what I'm seeing here is beautiful. It just feels like a relationship is really progressing in the right direction for some of you Aries people. But I would say probably with this Page of Coins, there is still a need to be cautious until you get the balance right, okay? So you need to be cautious and before you, in terms of getting the balance right. So even though things are progressing really nice in love for you guys with another person this week and going forward into the following weeks, there is a need for caution and getting the balance just right before making any really important decisions going forward, especially if it includes marriage and that type of thing, okay? Let's have a look at what the spiritual cards are saying for love for Aries. What is the spiritual card saying? Universe, Spirit, Angels, what are you saying for love for Aries in one card? What's the advice? Let your friends help you. That's interesting. It says ask for and accept support from others, all right? And then we've got the work reading. What is the advice, Angels, for work and money for Aries this week? Okay, what's the advice? The advice is moonlighting. So the advice is you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you, okay? And finally, through the answer deck, let's have a look at what the answer deck is saying. In 3 cards through the answer deck, what is the advice you have for Aries this week? Let's have a look. The advice is that there is a dark-haired man who wants your forgiveness. All right, there's a dark-haired man who's praying for forgiveness, or a dark-haired man that wants your forgiveness, Aries, okay? And you need to have faith in this person, I think. So there's a dark-haired man who wants your forgiveness. I think you need to have faith in this person. All right then, Aries, that's your reading for the week. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can go straight through to my website. Click on the end screen here. I think it is somewhere here or here. And also there's a link in the comment section below that you can click on and go straight through to my website. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.